All right, here we go. I guess this is technically the real episode 2, right?
No, this is the second episode 2 because we had to pause it for our commercial break in the previous recording.
Oh, you're right.
So
I don't know if I'm going to be able to merge that, so we're going to start here.
No, we'll just call it episode 2, part 2.
There you go.
We'll upload it, and then there'll be a part 2, which we'll upload this one.
Okay,
and then
we'll do that.
And it's a sequel.
Yes, we're novice here.
Yeah, we're learning the ropes.
Yes.
And technically it is the next day because when we stopped the last show, we went out to dinner,
Yeah,
we walked
that was
around.
good. Yes.
We saw
I got smashed in the eye.
Yeah, some random kid and her parents and it was a boy.
Yeah.
In his mom's arms.
Yeah, a little sweet little, super blonde little boy.
Yeah.
He was an infant. He was tiny.
Yeah, it was
like, 3-4 months? I mean, he was small.
It was about
older.
a year. It was about a year, year and a half.
Maybe they just look small to me.
But, he had
That's a big...
He had this giant bubble-making toy that has a globe at the top. And
oh, my gosh.
as we walked by, totally whacked A in the left eye.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Had to put ice on it just to make sure it wouldn't swell.
Yeah, it's not swollen, if you're concerned. For my health and safety, I'm good. There's no swelling. I was going to say swollenness, but that's incorrect. I know English.
So, yes, it's now day 2.
Of our stay here at the Princess. Fairmont Princess.
At the Princess here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yes.
And it started raining.
Yes.
A very, very cold rain.
Yes. It's, what was that song that you played? It's,
I played the Bangles' Hazy Shade of Winter.
Yes.
And it's definitely a hazy shade of winter right now.
But it's still pretty. And we're not drinking wine today.
We're not drinking wine at the present.
At the moment. Very good point.
We are drinking warm, hot tea.
Warm, hot tea? Is it not just hot tea?
I'm just emphasizing how nice and cozy it is right now.
It's hot tea that's making us feel warm inside.
That's it.
There you go. You're welcome. That's it.
See, I need to be more clear on the way I enunciate things.
No. It's okay, I got you. Everybody understands.
Yeah, but when I talk to the girlfriend, I also need someone to enunciate.
Well, I can't help you out there, buddy. Sorry. Good luck with that. My translations skills are available to you for $2.99 an hour.
If you need
I'm cheap, just so you know. Obviously, it's $2. Whoa.
Wait,
really?
Wait,
not like that. I'm talking about
You walked into that.
I did walk into that. Damn, I haven't even had a glass of wine. I walked right into that.
But if you need translation of what women are thinking, you can hire her for
I am pretty good at that.
$5.
Whoa. $5 a what?
I was gonna say $5 every 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay, I'm
so
good
it's
with
like
that.
$20 an hour.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
So email us at blah blah blah.
I am pretty good at it though, right? And dream interpretations, I'm super good at that. Selfish plug right there.
Yeah.
And my sister, actually, it's funny, as I say that, my sister sent me a message the other day, and it was a very odd dream. And I gave her a call because she only gave me like a synopsis of it all, like literally 3 lines. I'm like, oh, there's definitely more to this. So I gave her a call, and before she even told me, I'm like, okay, before you tell me, blah, 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 and I interpreted, she's like, yes! I was like, all right, I don't need to hear the rest of the dream then, don't worry about it. If you want to share, feel free. Otherwise, it's not necessary. The end.
The end.
The end. But, yeah. Interesting. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we walked around this morning. We went to breakfast, and it was really good.
Really good.
Really, really good. That avocado toast with it had dragon fruit and tomato. So good. I mean, the potatoes were
The Yukon
crispy
fire
potatoes.
was very
Yeah,
crispy.
those were so good.
Very delicious.
Yes.
I had
the bacon was
bacon was
so
very
good.
crispy.
Hello.
I had a sausage.
Yes.
We had I had a shredded pork hollandaise Benedict.
Yeah, eggs Benedict.
Eggs
Yes,
Benedict.
that did look good.
That was good. Our coffee was very good.
Yes.
You know.
I am a coffee snob, so
Yeah,
it was good.
And if you can always tell a good quality resort by the coffee they serve and the toilet paper they provide in the bathroom.
my goodness, really?
Well, you don't want thin ply. A good resort, you want at least double ply or like a Continental.
My God!
And this resort provides quality stuff, even in the random restrooms in the middle of the.
So when you were in the bathroom, were you like, to ply?
Actually, I was thinking more of the bear from Continental. It just says, "My hiney's clean. My hiney's clean. My hiney's
Oh my
clean."
gosh!
Okay, if you could actually see this on video, which we will not do anytime soon.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
A's face kind of turned red, and she almost dropped to her knees in laughter.
Oh my goodness. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. But yeah, so breakfast was really, really scrumptious. And then we went for a lovely stroll afterwards. And we walked around the Winter Wonderland, the nativity scene. I took a picture with a moose.
Yes, you took a
The moose
picture
gave
with
us
a moose decor.
Yes. The duck gave me the finger, but that's okay. He just totally shunned me.
Yeah, duck in the pond.
Yeah.
Some ducks were sitting with some penguins, a penguin ornament, and there were ducks underneath it.
Yes.
So I thought that was kind of like oxymoron.
It was cute.
It was cute.
Yeah.
But the entire resort is huge, and they have over 15 sections of different Christmas themed lighting and layouts.
Yes.
One of them is like a little carnival area that has a merry-go-round.
That's right.
And some activities, which...
Oh, and the Ferris wheel.
And then there's a Ferris wheel in the village.
Yes.
Which is just a little bit on the opposite side.
Yes.
And
there's a little area with where they can make s'mores. So it's like a s'more land.
Yeah,
sort of
s'more
thing.
land. And lots of fire pits to stand out in front of the fire.
Yes.
Which we mentioned yesterday. And we're hoping the weather will clear up in the next...
It'll cooperate.
3 hours in the next 3 hours, so we can stroll again and enjoy everything at night and take fresh pictures.
Yes.
That are like contrast. It's like daylight,
Yes.
dark light of the same areas.
Yes. It's going to cooperate. I feel like it will. Maybe not for too long, but
I just looked at the map. It doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. So hopefully it's in the next 3 hours.
Your negativity is definitely not appreciated, so be gone with it, please. Thank you.
Room service.
Okay, so I don't eat meat a lot.
Right.
Not a frequent meat eater. But a good, juicy burger sounds so delicious right now.
Yep.
So delicious. Oh, with a glass of wine. I don't know. I'm down for that.
Well,
tonight.
Considering it's raining, we may have to order room service to bring it in.
I'm okay with that.
So,
I mean, look at the view we have. So
Yep.
we have nothing to complain about. This is just perfect. So yes, that's what we did.
And there is actually a door next to us that leads to the 4th floor.
I know, that's why I walked down that way. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. We were talking about something before.
The reason I'm saying is because that's the stairwell we walked up last night, and then we took a veer turn because we didn't think it went all the way to the top.
I know, which is why I was going to say, like, I was trying to exit out this way, and you're like, no, we went out all the way around instead of just going down.
No, this is when we were coming back to the room.
No, this morning.
I understand it, but last night we went up we were on the 1st floor, went up to the 2nd floor, and veered all the way to the opposite side when we could have continued on right there.
So are you saying that we're just lost souls in this maze
No, I think
of this hotel?
I just think I'm a typical man that doesn't look at instructions or GPS.
It's okay. I don't look at instructions either. So there's that. Hello.
Oh, you just rewound the entire thing.
No, I did not. I just started again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi again, everybody.
So we took a bit of a pause because housekeeping came by and we did a quick potty break. Well, I did, anyways. And then I had to get a robe for Jay over here because he's chilly. And he's wearing all black and the robe is white, so he looks like a walking chess piece.
Which I joked that at least I do have clothes underneath and I'm not flashing anybody with my robe. Unlike
I appreciate that.
Unlike when I wear a kilt.
You've got some stories about those.
Around St. Patrick's Day.
So, yeah, do you wear that every St. Patrick's Day?
I used to. I haven't worn. No.
You didn't wear it this last one.
No, because I didn't go to. No, did I go? I think I did.
Yeah, you went down to Scottsdale.
I came up here to Scottsdale, yes, and that was this spring. Yeah, it was this spring, and I did wear it, yes.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, last year I did it because of COVID.
Okay.
And the year before that, I had just moved here, and I wasn't sure where to go and stuff like that, so yeah, I did try it. But the year before that, which was my last year in Tennessee, I did wear that. And had a jolly good time.
Yes. So do you want to share that tidbit or?
I was at one of
tidbit. Get it?
Tidbit. Yeah, tidbit.
That was not intentional, but it was. It's going to be apropos for you guys later on after he tells the story.
So, well, this one in particular, I was at one of the major honky tonks on the rooftop bar, and I was just
in Tennessee.
In Tennessee,
in
Music City, and I was just chilling, having a good time, watching the crowds.
Mm-hmm.
And this random girl from Ohio College, wearing green, came up to me and was like, "Can I get a picture with you?" And I'm like, "Sure." And
Ohio is green? I thought it was Buckeyes were red and black.
No, they were green because it was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Duh. So,
my bad.
But the outfit she was wearing left very little to imagination. And
the youngins.
So we got a picture together, and then we had a round of shots, me, her, and two of her sorority sisters, and it was quite an entertaining moment.
I bet.
But that is not the first and last of those kind of adventures. And now I'm debating if I should even share any of.
Oh no! You started this conversation, buddy. So you better. You finish what you start.
Well, on that, we're going on a small commercial break.
No, we're not.
Okay, I guess we're not. A is just walking away to grab something.
I'm noshy, so noshy.
She's got little treat snacks. So, all right. So we'll go further back in time in my younger years.
No,
well,
you finish this conversation first.
This is part of the conversation.
No. But what happened during that incident?
Oh, with the college girls? No, it just almost came to my apartment, but we won't even go there.
Oh, so that wasn't the one where the woohoo?
No, that was prior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was prior.
Then never mind.
So her comment of the woo is the following. Approximately 8 years prior to that, when I was first in Music City, they had a giant St. Patrick's Day block party in downtown, which blocked off the entire 2nd Avenue in front of a bar called McFadden's. And so the whole block party outside in the street, and everybody's drinking green beer and partying, and they have a bunch of different things going on down the entire block. And they have live music inside the bar and all that. I come across a girl, a woman, probably a couple years older than me, and she looked like she was from Ireland visiting. And she goes, "Can I take a photograph with you?" And I was like, "Sure." I'm being cordial and gentlemanly. So I take a picture with her And then she decides to just stick her arm and hand underneath me and see if I was wearing the kilt properly, like a proper Irishman or Scotsman.
So she tickled your
She
bits?
she tickled my Lucky Charms.
Oh.
And she blurted out, "My, you're hung like a horse," which totally caught me surprised because
Absolute information that I have never intended to hear, by the way.
I mean, I wouldn't say a horse. I would say maybe a donkey, but you know.
Oh my God.
All right, too much information. We're gonna have this censored.
Nope.
We'll bleep.
This is unfiltered, so incorrect, sir.
We'll bleep this out.
No, you just bleep. You bleep. Okay, we're done.
So, we've had those interesting moments in my youth.
You. I have not. I have not had any of those moments at all.
No,
Ever.
we as in me, myself, and I, who are always in conflict with each other.
And yet, you've done well for yourself, sir. Hey, it takes a while. Don't worry about it.
It took a while, yeah.
Everybody gets there when they get there.
So we should have shared that story 3 months from now when it actually is St. Patrick's Day instead of Christmas, but hey,
You can always touch back up on it.
stuff happens. Oh, I don't know if I want to rehash that story.
You don't know what kind of conversations we're going to have during St. Patrick's Day. Our conversations are random, which is what makes our conversations so lively.
And this channel, quite hilarious.
Yeah, right?
I think so.
I think so too. Just two buds sharing their
Yeah.
moments, their lives,
His and her opinions on
points of views.
POVs.
Yes. I have not had any of those moments at all. Ever.
No, you didn't.
No, I was tame.
You were a lot tamer than me.
I
And
was
that's-
a lot tamer than most people.
And that's why I walked away, because it was getting out of hand.
Well, she already got her handful, so what does it matter?
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I relocated to Arizona a few years back from Tennessee because it wasn't healthy when I walk into a brand new bar and I already know 3 bartenders, a bouncer, and the general manager of the facility, and I just walked through the door.
Well, I think that just says that you like consistency.
It just means I got to run downtown a lot.
Okay, I was trying to be nice, so.
Yeah. But
I was trying to be on the nice side.
I could have been the mayor of Nashville, or at least the downtown district, the way I knew half the people.
That's true. Okay, so to give you an idea of what Jay looks like when he goes out, he dresses to the nines, right? It's usually pantsuit, nice shirt, and a jacket.
Nice blazer
And
jacket.
a nice blazer jacket.
Sometimes a tie, if not,
Yeah.
Just I dress up classy, very, very old style.
Yeah, very
Rat Pack.
mafia-esque.
Mafia-esque Rat
Yeah.
Pack style. So when
And let's not forget the fedora.
sometimes, yes, I wear the fedora.
Sometimes there's a fedora involved. Now he's got his Pimp Daddy cane.
Because I broke my leg 2 years ago.
That's right. He broke his leg 2 years ago, and actually that's what prompted us to start doing the recording, because we were talking about your coworker who had mentioned that you were more than likely a pimp in your past life.
Yes. She was. I'm not sure if she was mocking me or inspiring me.
I would say a little bit of both.
So
Here's my point of that.
So yeah, you picture this guy walking in basically a 3-piece suit,
Mm-hmm.
dressed up,
Yep.
nice
Jay.
old style hat, and you walk into a bar that is basically a dive bar with people wearing jeans, cowboy boots,
Yeah.
some biker dudes in black leather jackets, and you walk in and the entire staff sees you walk in and yells over the microphone, "Hey Jay, welcome back!" And everybody's head tilts.
Just church, yeah.
To see who in the world that is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and last time we just went to, not just went, it was in the middle of the year, it was in May. The end of May.
Yes, I took you to my old stomping ground to show you some of the places I used to hang out in.
So, I got a wild hair up my kazoo. And technically, I normally take trips in May.
Yeah.
I reached out to a buddy of mine, and we were heading over to Tennessee. That was the destination of choice at that point. And I briefly mentioned it to Jay over here, and he's like, "Okay, let's go." And
I'll change my original plans because I was going to attend a convention.
What kind of convention, Jay?
A sci-fi convention. I'm gonna keep that vague for right now.
So, why?
I want to save that for another episode.
Okay, fine. Anyways,
Let the Dork Fest come in another episode.
we already know about their Christmas tree. Let's be real. So,
there's your answer.
the reason why I bring that up is because Jay is so lovely that he opted to not go to that, what was it?
Convention.
That convention.
That was in California.
That was in California, which obviously is going to be a lot less expensive and all of that wonderful stuff. Unless you bought toys there, which you probably would have.
Yeah. I will confess.
And you opted to come out to Tennessee.
Back to my old
and it was
stomping
wonderful.
ground.
And then we, randomly, another friend of ours, or yours really.
Yeah, a female friend of mine
Yeah.
that I know for several years ago as well, and stayed in touch. She lives in Florida.
Uh-huh.
And when I mentioned I was going, she's like, "Oh, can I go too?" And she ended up booking a flight and meeting us there. And it was the four of us. And
It was a great time.
you guys met some of my closer friends there. It was good to be able to do things normally into getting into places and some of the struggles about it and not be totally recognized.
Yeah. I mean,
because I've been gone for so long.
and
And
I was expecting more. Okay. So,
well, we went. It was holiday weekend.
it was holiday weekend.
It was loaded with people. The
It was.
entire lower Broadway was blocked off.
It was
People
insane.
were
Oh,
crammed all over.
I lost a seed.
And even I was overwhelmed with.
It was
with
overwhelming.
with the way things had become since I had left, which I already saw going in that direction when I left.
Yeah.
It just was extra overwhelming.
Yeah, it was like Vegas on steroids. It was
It was extremely.
it was insane. Like every single bar that we went to
was packed.
was packed, back to back to back. It was insane. Yeah.
But we went to several. But we did not go to just honky tonks. We went to several different.
That's right.
Themed
Yeah.
bars that I was familiar with, and got a flavor of everything that the town had to offer.
That's right.
You got to dance and spin around,
Yes.
and
Funny enough, we did more dancing at the country bars than we did at the actual
country bar.
And we did a lot of good dancing at the blues bar. That was
And the blues bar was
What was that called? That was a really nice place.
It's Boogie Blues Bar
Boogie Blues,
and
yes.
Saloon. That's in the classic Printers Alley area. Which rumor has it got sold from
Oh, really?
from recent people that I spoke to, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's so there was a quite variety of entertainment that
Yeah.
we experienced. And
I was very sad that my favorite part of the trip was the vineyard.
the vineyard that you guys went to.
Yes, Arrington Vineyard. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
and I was very sad that you and our friend, that we will not be mentioning names
at the moment.
you guys weren't able to go. because
No.
it was really, really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm, and I haven't never really been there, but I was familiar with it and stuff while I was there. But by the time you mentioned you were there, it was already late. So
No, I asked you guys. I texted you before we even went. Before we even started getting ready.
well, by the time I responded, it was
By the time you responded, no, you responded. I don't remember.
no.
I'm not going to speak.
When
out
I
of turn,
remember,
I'm
it
not
was
sure.
there was a gap because when then she and I were like thinking, okay, we're gonna get an Uber Lyft to get down there. You guys were basically on your way back, and we were concerned getting there and not being able to come back
Yeah.
because it's kind of out of the way.
It's very
without,
much out of the way.
without an actual vehicle to rent.
Yes.
So that inspired me to try to rent a car the next day, and our final day, to take us to a resort similar to like this from Gaylord that is in the city there, and just to see the arrangements that they have. It's basically a giant atrium indoor
It was pretty.
hotel
Yeah.
resort, and so we spent the entire Saturday afternoon. Was it Saturday?
I don't remember. Why are
think-
you even asking me?
It was Sunday because we flew back Monday. It was the holiday.
There you go. You're
Yeah.
correct.
Yes, so I had to figure out the timeline, and so that was entertaining and to see all that, and we got several pictures,
We did.
and it's and if you've been to Nashville and ever been there, you'll see that they have also a major Christmas layout for the holidays. But now you can only truly see it if you actually stay in the resort.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's sad.
outside people, unless I think you may pay a fee to get in to see it. But it's mainly for the residents that actually stay in the resort.
Interesting.
I think it's just a way to make money. Again, I'm not 100% about this, but
Sure.
so, but it's very elaborate. It always had gorgeous lighting back in the day when
It was just pretty without the lights. It was just a nice little. It felt very Frenchy. That's the vibe I got. Very Frenchy.
especially that one section where the rooms were basically outdoor balconies, like French
Yes,
Court,
and then the little gondolas and
French
stuff
Court,
like
and
that.
then it had the gondola in the central area. There was a little shopping area, and
Yeah, and then we went to the wax museum.
yes, we went to the local shopping mall that had Madame Tussauds wax museum.
And you guys dragged me into that because Lord knows I did not want to.
Yeah, because you were afraid and spooked by what
They're
that would
creepy.
look.
I don't,
But yeah, they
I
were-
don't know if anybody else feels this way, but they are super creepy.
Yeah, because they're wax statues staring right into you.
Yeah.
But
No.
but it basically had many of the historical country artists over the decades as statues.
Some of them
there.
were really good. Others
And-
were
and-
not as good.
And then they had a few other music genres represented there too, that were blues and rock and roll and all that.
And they had Buddy Holly. They had.
Yeah. Well, Buddy Holly in those days was still kind of rock and roll country.
Oh, I guess that's true.
But they had Chubby Checker.
Chuck Berry. Oh, yeah.
Chuck Berry. Ella Fitzgerald.
Ella Fitzgerald.
Jimi
That
Hendrix.
one was really, really, really good.
They had a Bruce Springsteen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then towards the end, it was some of the modern country people, the Blake Sheltons, the Luke Bryans, the Jason Aldeans, and Reba McEntire,
Yep.
Trisha, Garth, all
Faith.
had. Oh no, there was no Garth.
No, there was no Garth.
Yeah,
there was Faith.
they
there
were talking
was,
about they wanted him to
Tim.
have one. So yeah, it was.
I'm saying their names like it's. I'm on a first name basis with them, but I'm not. Faith Hill, Tim McGraw.
So it was. So that was entertaining, and then we went and had lunch, and then went back to our respective corners, and came home the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good trip. It was a very good trip. We were going somewhere with this, and I don't remember where it was.
Well, you started with it, so I don't know
I
what
know,
direction
no, I
you were
don't
going.
know. I don't know. I lost track. I'm trying to see if that's Santa or not, or just somebody who has a Santa hat. I mean, not the real Santa. You know what I mean?
I think that's just a coffee person now that has a Santa hat.
Okay.
Because that looks like that's the coffee booth downstairs below us. It has hot chocolate, hot wines, and...
Hot wines?
No, I'm just saying it has wines.
Oh.
Hot chocolate, wines. I think it
Okay.
has some coffee.
It'd be interesting, a hot wine.
Oh, I make it.
They make it?
I make it.
You do?
Yes.
That's a thing?
It's a thing. In Brazil,
Oh.
it's called Quentão.
Cantone?
Quentão?
Really?
Yes.
What does Cantone mean? Hot wine?
It's basically quente, being hot,
Okay.
and tão is like overly hot.
Oh.
So
So
it's
hot?
super hot,
Super hot.
big hot, grande hot,
Grande hot.
something like that.
Interesting.
You basically boil a red wine, and you add spices to it like cinnamon and cayenne and a bunch of stuff to give it a nice little taste. And it's basically hot boiled wine. It burns out some of the alcohol, so it's not really intense, but it's great on a winter's day.
Huh.
I actually made it a year ago around the holidays for my parents.
I might try that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep. Used to drink it all the time when I was younger in Brazil. And
It's
that's
so
another
funny.
story to return to it another day.
No, here's the thing. It's funny that you're saying that because I feel like in other cultures, every culture is so very different. You're saying that when you were younger, can you clarify age?
I was between the age of 13 and 18 when I lived overseas.
So, okay, so that seems to be a normal thing. You were already drinking wine at that age, like it's...
Yeah, because my parents, as long as I was home with them, didn't mind me drinking, and we didn't have the stigma of the 21 and over, 18 and over. So when I went to college, I really never drank except for maybe a couple of events that I was with my fraternity. I was the goody two-shoes and...
Because you already knew what it was like, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to get totally out of hand.
And that is in the Portuguese, in the Brazilian culture. For us, in the Latin, well, not in every Latin culture, but in my particular culture, being Cuban, we grew up drinking Cuban coffee, which is very much like espresso.
Yep, and so we had the same thing there. Cafezinho.
Yeah, so we just had like warm milk and Cuban coffee.
Yep.
That's what it was a normal thing. Thinking back, that could have been what stopped my growth, but hey, neither here nor there at this point.
Well, typical
But-
Caliocho in South Florida.
Well, no, we weren't even there yet. We were still in Texas at this
all right.
juncture. But it was just something that it was a normal thing. And
Yeah.
during holidays, we would drink wine.
Yep.
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a lot of wine. It was not like we were drinking gulps of it. And
Yeah. It was a glass.
it was. Yeah, it wasn't even a full glass. It was really a small.
A proper pour, about a third of the glass.
Yes, and we were able to enjoy that with the family, during Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever thing we were doing. And it wasn't even a big deal. And the reality is, for us in particular, when we grew up, we never really drank because to us it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. And a lot of cultures do have that because they start early or it's integrated with meals and all that. And some of them kind of, because wine is kind of linked into religion in some sorts with, wine into water into wine. So there's sometimes not so much of a stigma with that. But when I was younger, we had similar situation living overseas, and I drank also, as I said, the cafezinho. I drank it so much when I was young there, along with sodas and normal coffee and guaraná, which is...
What's guaraná?
Guaraná is actually the herb that most energy drinks have in it right now, which is a very strong concentrated caffeine drink, and they have it as a soda down there in Brazil. And I used to drink that. that by the time I was 16 or 17, I was shaking and twitching, going to a doctor thinking I may have early signs of some nervous
Sure.
condition, early signs of MS or something like
Parkinson's,
that.
whatever, yes.
Yeah. Came down to my body over craving the caffeine.
Wow.
For me to, so the doctor weeded me off of it for about a month or two, and went back, and I lost the shakes. I mean, my arms would shake, my face and cheek would twitch uncontrollably. So, and it was all basically like a drug. I was addicted to the caffeine, and I needed the caffeine to, satisfy
You're caffeine tweaker.
to satisfy the fix. So now all I do is drink decaffeinated items,
Yeah.
decaffeinated sodas, decaffeinated coffee. I'm starting to drink decaffeinated teas, and if for some reason I do drink something that is caffeinated, I usually feel it pretty instantly, because now my body's reverse reaction, that it's now not wanting it, and now it feels it, and now it reacts where I'm shaking and all that because it doesn't want it.
Yeah.
The only caveat in that is if I drink Jack and Coke, and I'm not.
Well, that's because the alcohol brings it down.
Well, part of it I think is there's not a lot of soda in it in the first place.
Well, good point.
But yeah, the alcohol which is a downer,
It's
and
a
the other
downer.
one's an upper.
Yeah.
It will offset it, so my system doesn't react to it as dramatically. Because I can drink a lot of Jack and Cokes over a night. At least I used to. And it isn't a factor in stuff like drinking vodka.
Yeah.
Because vodka I drink with Sprite.
Sprite doesn't have
and Sprite
caffeine.
doesn't have caffeine, so Sprite 7-Up is caffeine free. If I do it with an orange soda, a Crush, or Sunkist or
Vodka
something.
and Crush?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Same situation. It's caffeine free, and so it's not an issue. And rums, and obviously rum and whiskey, you would do more with the colas. Ginger ale, mix a cocktail with ginger ale like Jameson or something. Also with Jack and Jim or Jameson and ginger. Ginger ale is decaffeinated also.
Yes, it is.
So it makes those extra spirits added to it fine. But if you give me some kind of elaborate Jaeger bomb, got some crazy whatever bomb that is a cocktail mixed with an energy drink like Red Bull or Monster and all that, give me one shot of that without me knowing it, I will be wired and shaky, and I need to go sit down somewhere to kind of like get it purged out of me over time and drink water.
Interesting.
Because I
didn't know that.
It will hit me strong.
30 years of friendship, and I did not know that. I mean, I knew that you have to drink decaf. That I was aware of. I was not aware of the reason behind it.
Yeah. So that's the history of that.
Huh. I don't know if you remember at the club that we met at, there was a bartender. I don't remember their name. It was a male. And he used, one of his specialties was the flaming Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Don't remember the gentleman's name.
Yeah.
And I do not like Dr. Pepper like at all.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm not a big pepper fan.
I don't like anything cherry tasting.
Be a pepper.
But I do
Dr.
like
Pepper. Be a pepper.
cherry pie
drink
and,
Dr.
you know,
Pepper.
like actual cherries and dried cherries. That I like. But the cherry flavored, no. But I remember because they were, I don't even know what was in it. I know it was a beer, it was a shot, and then it was in flames. And it was really good.
Yeah.
It was actually really, really, really good.
I remember him making those and lining them up.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
And there would be like
It
10.
would be like a line.
There would be 10 or 12 of them, and it would look like a giant fire pit on the bar because it was all these little flames that were
Yes.
lit up. And yes, those.
If you guys hear that, I'm so sorry. I'm not really sure what's going on.
That is the backing up of a golf cart because they are downstairs replacing all the propane tanks for the fire pits, and this hissing, buzzing sound was the golf cart in reverse trying to back up to
Got it.
Wherever
That
it's
was
going.
quite a lengthy backup.
Yeah, I think they just triggered it, but didn't move, so
Ah.
it was still in spot.
I see.
And I see them right now
I
around
do.
the
I see
main
the
tree.
too. Yep.
So it looks like they're going to try to put up a pavilion. Looks like they have a tent in the back of it. Maybe to
Yeah.
help with the
rain.
with the current rain situation. But I'm looking towards the horizon, and it is a very dark, hazy sky.
It does.
But it doesn't look like there's any rain actually coming down. It just looks like hazy clouds.
No, but if you peek from my point of view, right past the building here, immediately to the left, you can see the mountain and
You see fuzz.
floods. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, my view is a little blocked with that.
Yeah, looking straight up, it doesn't look bad. Looking out from my POV, it is, yeah, what? That's okay, though. Because, look, we have a lovely balcony. We're sharing in great conversation. We still have a fantastic view. And it is chilly as all get out.
Yep, the rain came in and definitely dropped the temps.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I had fuzzy wuzzy slippers.
Like me? Woohoo. Oh, you know
yeah.
what? There's slippers in the...
I know you got to rip them open, so I didn't grab them. They're like in a little pouch. that
Oh,
needs to be
no.
opened.
You have to rip them open?
Well, especially if I don't know if they get charged and once you do open
Oh,
them.
my God. I doubt it. You're leaving them here.
I mean, I'm being a Scrooge.
You Scrooge.
Scrooge. I'm like,
That's not true. You
was-
treated me to breakfast this morning.
I'm Scrooge McDuck. Me and my
I
vault
used to love those cartoons.
of
DuckTales?
golden coins.
I ate this entire bag of trail mix.
I used to draw Scrooge McDuck when I used to draw, and made various little cartoons of him,
The
and made posters.
the reboot of DuckTales came up. It's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah,
The voice of Scrooge McDuck
is David Tennant.
David Tennant.
David
I
Tennant.
was listening to him. I'm like, I know this voice.
It's David Tennant. He's
Doctor Who.
he is the
He's the Doctor Who.
he's the best doctor of this
really
current
is.
generation.
I agree.
Sorry, people, that was my phone beeping like R2D2. He actually has come back for the show for 2023.
Has he really?
Yep. They were regenerated back into him for 4 episodes going into 2023 and celebrating the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who and the reboot. Russell T Davies is back as the producer. So
He's the best. To me, he was the best one.
Well, he's the one that convinced BBC to reboot it for television and brought people back. And I actually have his autograph on order to be hung in my house.
David Tennant?
David Tennant.
Okay. Cool beans.
I have a photograph of him standing in front of the TARDIS that he will hopefully sign here when he attends a convention in London in the next couple months. There's a company I work with and purchase from that coordinates all these autograph sessions, and I have a David Tennant on order to hang it on my wall of fame with several other autographs that I have.
Interesting.
I recently just got Karen Gillan's autograph,
Oh,
who
okay.
is Amy Pond.
Yes, no,
And-
here's the thing. I don't know a lot of famous people's names because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention. Anyways, but them two I know so well because
Yeah.
I watched way too much Doctor Who.
Well, Doctor Who, as it has been inferred, I am a sci-fi nut. So, be it Doctor Who, fantasy, Lord of the Rings, or any star-related episode, Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate, Battlestar Galactica,
Oh my god.
I have probably watched it and binged it and know its mythology.
That's funny.
So my hope is to get a Matt Smith autograph, so that I will have his autograph on the wall with Amy Pond and David Tennant.
David Tennant.
Because David Tennant.
He was my favorite. He was my second favorite.
Because David Tennant actually had morphed into Matt Smith.
He did.
As it went from the 10th to the 11th Doctor.
Yep.
And so I'm hoping I will get his autograph one day.
Yes.
And be able to have that on the wall.
Yes.
Um,
So, you said Matt Smith. He's a quirky fellow.
He's very quirky.
I really enjoy him. I find him very interesting. I don't follow people, so that's not my thing. But I was watching a Graham Norton.
I was about to mention Graham Norton.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so number one, I don't watch the show, but it has popped up on Facebook feed, and I'm not on Facebook very frequently, but I will go to Reels only just to watch Graham Norton because they're so hilarious. He is so funny.
Oh.
But anyways, there was the reason why I brought it up because you mentioned Matt Smith. So there was an episode with David Tennant, Matt Smith, and there was actually a few of them, but the one in particular where there was a Matt Smith lookalike.
Yes, I've seen that clip.
And he looked exactly like him.
They brought him up at the end of the episode in their couch interview.
Yes.
And they joked like, wait a minute, did you have a son?
Yeah. And it was funny because David Tennant's like, he looks just like you. It was so funny, just the face face that David Tennant made. And then the funny thing was is that the guy's name was actually Matt Smith.
Yes, his name was also Matt as well. I remember seeing that clip on YouTube.
It wasn't Matt Smith. It was just Matt.
No,
it was Matt.
It was Matt Smith as well.
Oh, okay.
It had the full same name, which was what was so bizarro of the situation.
Can you imagine that is somebody from another universe? Let's be real. It's very possible.
I mean,
look at Marvel.
It's literally a guy that was like, I think it was like from Sussex or something in England. Well,
I think he was several years younger, but
he was several years younger. It was a spitting image of that.
It really was the spit. I mean, identical.
I remember watching an episode with Emma Stone on Graham Norton, and I think it was with Andrew McCarthy, who plays the second Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man series.
Not Andrew McCarthy, that's
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, yes, Andrew Garfield.
Look at me knowing people. I am so proud of myself.
So Graham was egging on Emma about her love for Spice Girls and growing up loving them, and how they never unite for anything. You have never seen them together in a long time. Especially, they haven't been on TV.
Yeah.
Or have been two pairs. And you could see Emma's eyes lighting up, thinking, "Oh my God, they're gonna come out."
She's from here. She's from Scottsdale.
Yeah, and she's like, "You're kidding." And Gordon is egging her on. Andrew jumps out of the chair.
Deflate. That's not okay.
And then, right at the thing, it says, "Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they're not here." And Andrew falls out of the couch, rolls out laughing.
That's not
right. As Emma's face was just like, "That's wrong."
That is not okay. And that's what makes his show so funny. I really, really like him.
His show is very irreverent. It's for those who have never seen Graham Norton. It's basically
a BBC show.
It's a BBC show from London.
Yeah.
That is basically a Tonight Show. Show.
Yeah.
That they air every night, Monday through Friday, in the country.
But they're so raw.
It's pure raw. Gordon Norton.
Yeah. No, not Gordon. Graham.
Graham Norton is on the other sexuality side. So he's very flamboyant in his conversations.
Other sexuality side? You mean he's gay?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't want
Why
to.
don't you just say that?
I don't know why. I'm being stupid.
He's very feminine. It's
Yeah.
what it is. What
But
it is. Who cares? He's hilarious.
He is absolutely hilarious, and the way he interacts with his guests.
It's good. He's just so
When
he's so likable and he's so relatable and he really is funny.
Yeah, and when they bring up, and again, those talk shows, you usually go there to promote one of your projects.
Yeah, and half the time they really don't even
They
talk
don't really
about
get
it.
they don't really get into it. But I remember Chris Hemsworth being on the show as Thor, promoting one of the Thor Marvel movies.
Oh, he was dressed up as Thor?
No.
Oh,
But he was on the show to promote
okay.
it with Natalie Portman.
okay.
And he pulled out their action figures
Okay.
to play with to show, how do you like to see it? And Thor's figure was basically 9 inches tall, while Natalie's was like 4. So as he put them next to each other, Natalie's face was basically at
His
Chris Hemsworth's waist.
crotch. Okay.
Yeah, and he was playing with the two of them, like, "Oh, Chris, what up, man? Oh, Thor, you're so mighty." And I'm watching this, and I'm just bawling at this clip.
That's funny.
Yes.
I have not seen that one. I have not
Yeah.
seen that one.
There is a Graham Norton channel on YouTube that has
Yes.
various of his clips that goes back.
I should really
So,
watch that.
Yeah, I would recommend going on there and
Okay.
looking them up and seeing a lot of the
I
classic
haven't
clips.
even considered doing that. I
And
probably
most
should.
of them, and some of them are.
I will waste so much time watching it because he really makes me laugh.
And some of the clips that he'll do is compilation clips.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that the guests were all together,
Yes.
but it's like a Marvel theme. So it's like a small clip that had Robert Downey junior
Mm-hmm.
and then a small clip that had, Tom Holland.
Yes.
He had Tom Holland and Zendaya together
Yes.
from Spider-Man, which was absolutely hilarious.
Was it?
Yeah, with them interacting. And this was prior to them announcing that they were a couple.
Oh, okay.
So the interaction of it was quite entertaining. Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson,
Mm-hmm.
all of them, and just the interactions in these interviews.
I've got to watch this now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I like that. There's one. So there are 2 females that actually 3 females, and they're all Brit that he has had on the show, and they make me just love them. One of them is
Is it Catherine?
I don't know.
I think it's Cat because there's the comedian girl.
No, they're not. None of them are comedians.
Well, no, they're actress. They do a lot of comedy
Oh,
shows.
okay.
And one of them is Catherine. I forgot her name, but she was Donna Noble in.
I don't know who that is.
In Doctor Who, with Tennant.
Oh, the redhead.
Yes.
Donna.
Yeah,
I remember
Donna-
seeing.
Donna Noble.
You tell me. I told you. I told you I was really bad with names.
Her name is Catherine something.
No, it was the one that I'm thinking of is the one that was in Harry Potter. She's the doctor with the little. Not the doctor.
The professor.
The professor. That's the word I'm looking for. The professor. She's the stouty woman with the gray hair.
Okay. McGonagall.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
No. Is it McGonagall?
McGonagall's the older.
She's the stoutier one. The one with the little plants. She does the. It's
Oh,
not McGonagall.
oh yeah, no. That's Madam. Oh God, characters.
McGonagall is Maggie Smith.
Yes. No, that is Madam Sprout.
That's it.
Yes.
That's who she is. So.
Yeah, she's funny.
Oh my goodness, she's hilarious. And then there's the lady who is in Broadchurch with David Tennant. Olivia something, I want to say is her name. I could be really wrong,
Okay.
but I adore her. She is so quirky and so she's a natural quirk. I mean, there's no other word than quirky and adorable because she's so flighty, and then when she's acting, it's the exact opposite, and it's so it's funny to see the juxtaposition of it all. And then the other one is, I don't know her name. I don't know, but she's the one who played. What's the dragon show that everybody watched that I did not? Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yes, she's the main the dragon queen,
Yeah,
right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Dragon queen.
Yeah, she was the dragon. That was
Khaleesi. Khaleesi.
Yeah, Khaleesi. That is
starts with an E, I think.
no. I should know this because she played. She was in Star Wars Solo film, playing a character in the Star Wars universe. And she's actually going to be joining the Marvel Universe in a Disney Plus series. Oh, God, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, regardless, she's another quirky.
Yeah, she is. And going
and
back...
she reminds me of the younger Olivia, whatever her name is, from Broadchurch. I don't know her name.
And going back on the topic of Graham Norton, you need to go see her with Jason Momoa on that show.
Okay.
In an interview.
Okay.
And how they interact with each other.
Okay.
That is very entertaining.
Okay. There was one, I think, with her and Matthew Perry, where... Oh, no, not Matthew Perry. Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc.
Where she's like, can you just say, how you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? Amelia Clark.
I told you it started with an E. Oh, no, that's not an E.
No,
that's an A.
No, it's E.
It is E. Amelia. Oh, I was right.
Amelia Clark.
Look at that. I know stuff. Go me.
Look at that. You know something.
I know stuff. I'm going to drink some water. I'm a little bit parched. But I guess, anyways, on that note, I think our conversation has gone a little bit longer than anticipated.
Yes, and we need to start getting ready so we can have dinner. And
getting ready to order in? Is that what's...
Well, the way things are going, yeah, we're probably going to have...
Exactly. We're going to... Let's get ready to order in. Let's dress up to order in. On that note, we are going to end this podcast right now, and then we will probably start it back up during dinner.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see where because we're going to be
is.
drinking some wine, so more than likely.
Yeah, we'll see where the night progresses. But thank you for listening to this follow-up episode, and this is the Unfiltered Grapevine, totally unfiltered. Come join us again. Take care. Good night.
Good night.